Hello Aries, this is Michelle from Divine Intuition and welcome to your monthly love reading for November 2020. So for this reading, like always, I'll be using the Witch's Tarot and the Psychic Tarot Oracle cards and the Sacred Rebels, okay? But I will be pulling these cards until the end of the reading, okay? So be mindful that this reading is not gender specific, that it is just regarding our energies, okay? All right, so let's start for my lovely Aries. So let's see what's in store for the Divine Feminines, okay? All right, so we have the Chariot. So the Divine Feminines are definitely controlling their inner beasts, their emotions, definitely struggling emotionally, perhaps internally. Okay, the Moon, yes, definitely shadow work is happening this month for month of November for the feminines. And we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so she's definitely lots of confusion, I feel, emotional confusion, that it's, I think, kind of fogging her mind, not much clarity. I think that could be it. So let's see, for the Divine Masculines, we have a Six of Wands, so victory. So it looks like things are working out for the masculines, okay? Let's see, in his heart space, we have the Ten of Pentacles, so definitely financially secure. Looks like the Divine Masculines definitely feel much more secure in their work, perhaps, in terms of money, foundations. And we end it with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Yeah, definitely a lot of grounding energy for the Divine Masculines. So let's see for the overall message for them. We have the Emperor, okay? So let's take a look further into this reading. All right, so with the Divine Feminines, we have the Chariot. So this is definitely giving me the impression that she's definitely battling within her inner emotions, her beast. Lots of things may be triggering her this month of November. Lots of things may be causing her to be much more emotional than usual. But she's definitely trying her best to stay centered. She's definitely trying to control those emotions, those outbursts, perhaps, those things that can be really sensitive, perhaps sensitive issues. This month of November is definitely very triggering for her, and she's gonna need to really you're gonna really need to ground yourself this month, okay? Definitely find certain things that can help balance your energies, balance your emotions this month of November, okay? But there's definitely going to be some sort of battles, inner battles, I feel, for the Divine Feminines. Lots of inner battles this month, but it seems that she has it under control. Seems as the Divine Feminines, you are definitely in control of the situation, definitely in control of your emotions, but it is going to be quite a bit challenging this month of November, but it looks like you'll get through it. Now, in regards to the masculine, I think in relationship to him, she may be, perhaps certain things may be triggering her in regards to the masculine. Perhaps certain things may be affecting her in regards to perhaps their behavior, or perhaps certain things that could be affecting her. Now, I do think it's because of the full moon, because in her heart space she has the full moon here. So the moon card, basically. So I do feel it's something to do with purging, with dealing with the shadow work, perhaps dealing with trauma in this month of November. So the full moon is very, very strong, and the energies are very strong for the Divine Feminines this month. There will be some sort of level of purging during this month of November. Definitely she'll need a lot of inner healing, perhaps certain things may be affecting her. So definitely a lot of shadow work, I think, for the Divine Feminines. That's why I feel like I feel like it won't be a good time to interact or socialize with her Divine Masculines, seeing that she's going to be definitely going within herself and dealing with a lot of inner demons, I feel. But I feel like you have a lot of things under control, though, Divine Feminine. I feel like you're very strong, but it is going to be a triggering month for you, okay? And in regards to the masculine as well, in regards to the Divine Masculines, though, we have the Six of Wands. So that's definitely suggesting that things are working out for him. He's definitely victorious in something, perhaps getting a new job offer, promotions or salary being raised. So it looks like things are looking very good for you, masculines. Things are progressing in your life, and you're feeling quite successful. Perhaps something that has made you feel like that you have achieved something, a milestone, a status, right? A recognition, validation, I feel there. So you're definitely going to feel validated and recognized in this month of November with whichever you're dealing with, perhaps at work or in projects or in business, right? In regards to your feminine, it's quite opposite energies, because with the divine masculines, they do see that things are working out in the relationship. He does feel like quite content and happy and victorious with the relationship. Looks like he sees that you both are in the same page and really want the same out of the relationship. So that's what I feel with the divine masculines, is that they do see it quite positively, the relationship. But I feel like he he has no idea what she's going internally. I think perhaps she may be keeping it very well hidden within herself, very strong, because she's definitely going through a storm. She's definitely going through a storm internally, it looks like, right? But looks like, don't fear, divine feminines, though. I think you are very strong, and you have it under control, but definitely there's some battles. So, and certain things could be triggering her, perhaps from the divine masculines as well. So I think there's quite opposite different perspectives in the relationship, but in the divine masculine's perspective, though, he's definitely positive about it, and looks like things are working out for him. In his heart space, he has 10 of Pentacles. So yes, I do feel like it's something related to work, related to what he's building, his business, endeavors, projects. This could be something to do with school too, being somewhere where he shares the same values with other people. Could be a workplace. It could be the workplace definitely feels quite secure in the workplace. Could be building a foundation. I do see a house here, so that perhaps purchasing a house, or apartment, moving. So something that can give the divine masculine more security, more stability. Okay, if it's not that, I do feel perhaps something related to work, because you are very victorious this month. You are feeling quite happy and successful in the month of November. So yeah, money coming in as well. So I definitely feel a sense of security for the divine masculines. Okay. For the divine feminines, I have the you have the 8 of Swords. So this is definitely suggesting that she's definitely entrapped within her emotions and her mind. Her mind is definitely clouded this month. Now, it could be because of these purges, or the full moon, or emotional situations that she's going through. Things don't seem that clear for her at this moment. She's not focused right now. She is really battling something within her. Now, I feel like the divine feminines have a lot of goals and plans to pursue for herself, but it seems like things, or her mind, or fear is taking over. I think divine feminines, you're allowing fear to take over certain decisions that you want to take, certain things that you want to pursue. And because there's a lot of fear within your decisions, or within what you want to pursue, it's kind of entrapping you and not letting you kind of move forward. You're kind of frozen, you're kind of stagnant with your thoughts. So they're negative, fear-based thoughts. So you just have to kind of remove that illusion of those negative, fear-based thoughts in order to pursue the things that you want to pursue, and not be afraid to jump and do those things that you desire. I think it's just fear that stops us, right? And I think this is one of the lessons, and could be one of those inner battles that she's going through to overcome these challenges that she projects towards herself, right? So divine feminines, if you are struggling with certain things this month, I think a way to get out of that entrapment is just really trying to figure out why you may have certain fears in certain things. Perhaps fears in pursuing the relationship, fears in resolving the relationship, okay? And because it looks like, the divine masculines are quite positive in regards to the relationship. So maybe in your perspective, you may be overthinking things too much, and things actually may look quite positive. So in regards to how he feels about you, or regards to the relationship in general, could be quite positive, quite secure. So a lot of the time, this energy is mostly an illusion. So we project this illusion because our minds constantly create these fears, but they're just illusions, right? So, and not to be feared, All right, so The divine masculines have the Queen of Pentacles, so definitely perhaps he's being recognized with his talents, his abilities, definitely feeling like he's in his throne, definitely feeling like things are progressing in terms of his skills. So things are definitely very grounded for him. I do feel a feeling of victory for the divine masculines. So there's definitely a level of success and security in terms of skills as well. Okay, and this can also be how he views his divine feminine. He could view her as somebody very skillful, very talented, very polished as well, very practical, able to achieve things, right? And perhaps he sees her in a bright light for sure. The masculines definitely see his divine feminine in a bright light, but for some reason she is definitely in a shadow phase or seeing things perhaps in a negative light, right? So it's good to see things in a different perspective, feminines, because things may not be what it seems, right? There could be levels of illusions. So you have 2 illusion cards here, and that could be triggering you, but they're illusions, because in his perspective, he really sees her in a bright light, very talented, very nurturing, down to earth. And this could be also for him. He could be in this energy within himself as well, saying that we have 2 energies here that is kind of supporting this, right? So in the general energy between the both of you, we have the Emperor. So it's definitely work related. I do feel it's very work related in regards to the masculines for sure, and the feminines for sure. Perhaps the feminine trying to step more into the Emperor energy, trying to be more organized, less scattered, probably be more disciplined in regards to what she wants to achieve, maybe at work, maybe starting a new job, work. So definitely there is a level of organization, structure, perhaps authority. In regards to the masculines too, they probably may be more focused in their work. Definitely there is a strong masculine authoritative energy happening here that can help the both of you out. Okay, all right, so let's see what the psychic tarot has to say for the both of you. All right, let's see for the divine feminines. Solitude. Yes, for sure, you'll definitely need to do this, divine feminines, to resolve this internal conflict and turmoil here with the Moon card and the Emperor. Lots of inner healing, lots of inner reflection, right? Going within yourself to really kind of heal those wounds, or really figure out what's triggering those emotions, feminine. All right, so for the masculines, we have awareness. So I think the masculines are definitely becoming much more aware of themselves, much more aware of their abilities, right, and talents, becoming aware of where he's at, aware of how much he has done, a level of kind of inner validation, finding validation within yourself. And I think you're going to find that inner validation within yourself this month of November. Masculines, because there's a level of success here and security. Okay, and I think this is going to be quite a gift for you, having this awareness and in yourself, within yourself, and who you are, where you stand in the world, or where you stand in your position could be very important, or where you stand in the relationship, basically where you stand in the relationship overall, because you do see her in your divine feminine in a bright light, and she may be struggling to see that you see her in a bright light, right? And there could be some sort of initiating in the relationship to resolve certain things or progress in certain things, right? But there is a contrasting energy here because she is pulling back. So divine feminines, you are more in a state of solitude, going within their cave, going within yourself, kind of reserved, and getting some sort of guidance, perhaps guidance from within yourself, getting that solitude to resolve things, because there are inner shadow works that you need to work on within you. Okay, and that's why things may be a bit triggering. So this month is definitely a month of inner reflection, okay, for the feminines, and healing, for sure, healing. This is an opportunity for the feminines to heal, for sure. Once this is done, you or your frequency is going to elevate to very high divine feminines, okay, and it's going to allow you to accelerate things with the masculines as well, with your divine masculines, okay. All right, so let's take one card from Sacred Rebel to see what Spirit has to say for the both of you. Sacred Fool. Okay, so this card has been appearing again. I think this was in the month of... Oh no, this was for the Cancer readings, I think, as well. Okay, so when I take a look at the Sacred Fool, I get the, it's the feeling of control. Things constantly needing to be control, right? And I think this is the Emperor energy too, because the Emperor tends to be a little controlling, tends to be a very authoritative. It's a strong masculine energy. So perhaps this is why the feminine is being very triggered by the divine masculine. Perhaps the divine masculine can have a strong masculine authoritative energy, right? Emperor energy, and that can really affect the divine feminine, and that can really trigger her, because I have a sense that nobody likes to be controlled, right? Nobody likes to be controlled in situations and what they want to do and what they want to pursue. So definitely this month, the masculines could be portraying a very strong controlling energy, right? And I feel like the masculines also are not aware of this, because it's probably their natural state, but it is really affecting the feminine. This is quite an opposite energy from the feminines. I think the feminines really get triggered by being controlled and restricted from what they want to pursue, what their calling is, because this is definitely a strong calling. She definitely has a strong calling this month, feminines. You definitely are trying to pursue something for yourself, which is why you have so much fear pursuing it, because there's just so much thoughts and fear-based thoughts that is preventing you to pursue the things that you're being called to do, you're divinely called to do, right? But there is a level of control in your surroundings, whether from the divine masculine or this emperor figure could be controlling the divine feminine too much to pursue those things that she has divine guidance to, the things that she's being pulled towards that are divinely guided, right? And this could be affecting her, and perhaps that's what's freezing her to move forward. The constant persuasion perhaps from outside sources, from people, influences, and if it's not the divine masculine, because he does see her in a bright light, it could be somebody else. It can be other outside forces, authoritative figure, a masculine authoritative figure, a fatherly authoritative figure, okay? Or could be a feminine authoritative figure who has a strong masculine energy. Could be affecting the feminine a lot, or that could be affecting the masculine a lot too. So the message of the Sacred Fool is don't allow others to control your decisions. You guys are divinely guided. Both masculine and feminines have your inner calling, and should not allow others to kind of control that, control what you know is right? Because I think everybody has an inner knowing, right, that what they need to do. So that's the message for the both of you for this month of November, is not allowing others to control your path, I feel. Okay? All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this monthly love reading for November 2020. If you guys like this reading, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave a comment below, okay? And I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good one. Bye.